Hi everyone, it's me Cupie83
and Barbee0913,
and we have little Lena here to join us for this video.
She's going to make sure we stay on task.
Yes.
See?
Yeah.
I'll take that.
Thank you. So we went to a doll show.
Yay!
Yay!
The first of the one of the year, it always feels like we've been waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting, and I get so excited.
Because we have been waiting and waiting. I mean, October is like the last one of the year. So yeah, it's a long time.
It is a long time.
So we went to the Kane County Doll Show with this little one down here. It was her second doll show.
Second doll show. I kept telling people it was her first, but it's her second.
Well, it's her first Kane County Doll Show.
First Kane County, yeah.
Technically.
That's true.
So yeah, we went there. We wanted to talk about it and kind of show you some pictures from the show and tell you what we got. So yeah. We'll start with some shout outs. If we miss you on this list, I'm sorry. But it was great to see you. So just quick shout out to Petey and David, who we saw. Great to meet you there. Cindy was also there. Always good to see you too. Of course, Lisa and her family were there. And we saw Miranda
and her family.
And it's always so much fun to see you guys. Don't stop stopping us. We love catching up and seeing what you're buying and some of the fun stuff you found.
Yep.
So yes, where do you want to start?
Well, you only picked up one item.
Should we talk about anything specific to the show?
The show?
Yeah.
You have lots of pictures.
I do have pictures. I would say, like, it was, again, an interesting show. This one's always weird because it's like you never know what to find and what you'll see.
Yeah.
So we found that, like, there weren't a lot of what my mom usually gets, which are, like, the 60s Playline stuff. There were no Little Miss No Names or, like, Giggles, that sort of thing.
There was a Fisher-Price area kind of booth of 80s stuff, which was good for the 80s kid.
But yeah, not a lot of like that 60s Mattel sort of products that we might come home with.
Not a lot of like really nice looking composition dolls, which is your big beef on there. Take a little rag and be able to clean it up a little bit, the doll. It would be nice, especially if you won't go down in your price, at least try. Yeah,
it was, they had some composition dolls, but like they were like heavily cracked or heavily crazed. And it just wasn't, you know, they weren't in great shape and the prices didn't reflect their condition. And, you know, you take a doll home and add it to your collection because sometimes you don't want to do the work, so you'll pay a little extra if it's in good shape.
Yeah, true.
And there weren't really many examples of that.
It was a lot of really harder fix them up dolls.
Right. And our doll doctor of choice is not in business anymore, so currently we are doll doctorless.
Yes, we have been for many years now.
So it's, you know, if I buy something that is a fixer-upper, she would just be sitting in the house as a fixer-upper, unfortunately.
Yeah.
That's you. So yeah, that was kind of one aspect of the show that was kind of disappointing, but there were also some interesting things there.
I mean, simple things like Little Miss No Names, none. There were a lot of Sashas, but the Sasha prices really went from medium to high. So, and a lot of them are ones I already have, so I was like, oh, I'm not going to go pay $175 for a doll that I already have one in my case.
But there were a ton of Sashas.
Tons of Sashas, tons of Kete Cruz. There was Patty Playpal. There was at least seven Patty Playpal. No Little Miss No Names, no Giggle dolls, no Giggle baby dolls.
Two reborn artists. There were some reborn.
That was nice. 2 reborn artists, and there were reborn moms that came in and looked like they were shopping, which was really nice. Gotta keep breeding money into the hobby.
Yes.
Yes, excuse me.
This one sat in the stroller.
And didn't say boo.
Didn't talk. Stared at people.
Yes.
Yes. Now she's all
talkative.
Gossip.
Yeah.
Such a gossip today.
Yeah. There was one Thumbelina that I saw. But you know what it is? It's like maybe if you're on the East Coast or the West Coast, you get a bunch of different types because maybe you're closer to different factories that made dolls, because we seem to see the same dolls over and over again.
Yes, same brands.
Same brand, yeah. Now, I mean, you can go buy a nice doll book, tells you all the different companies, and we see, what, 4 of the companies, and that's it in a doll show.
But, you know, honestly, it wasn't a bad show. It was kind of a nice, like, one you could, like, kind of meander through and see what was there, spaced out well. It seemed a little bit smaller than in past, but it could have just been spaced out differently.
It seemed that way, but sometimes there's a display in the back, which is really nice to see a display, but there wasn't a display the last 2 times we went, I think. And there is a display one that's coming up.
There is it seems like a brand new show. Sorry, someone is eating my hair.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, the joy of shooting with babies. So there is a brand new show for like September. I want to say it said 18th, but don't quote me on that. At the King County Fairgrounds, it was the Kane County Dollhouse and Doll Show, or King County Doll and Dollhouse Show.
Yeah.
And what was interesting is that there were like 2 presentations
nice.
during this show. So like 2 live speakers were going to be talking at like noon about whatever the topic was. So when we have more details on that, I'll definitely let you know, because it's something that is
something different.
And the fact that there were actually speakers who were going to go and talk.
And maybe they were trying to make up for the lack of shows that they had during COVID to bring up more money back into it.
Or they had a budget for COVID shows and they just didn't spend it.
Maybe. That's true.
So yeah, so there is a brand new one, so hopefully we can add that to our calendar. But September of 2022 is when that is happening.
It's like the busiest month for us.
Yeah.
September.
Yes. So I think we should start talking about what we got.
What did we get? You found me a nice booth, and I wouldn't have looked at it really, because 8-inch Alexanders sometimes are a dime a dozen. But this one was more interesting.
The person who was running the booth had actually worked for, you know, she worked on the McDonald's Madame Alexanders, like she designed them.
The little Happy Meal ones.
So part of me was like, wait, does she work for Madame Alexander, or does she work for McDonald's? Or does she work for the advertising firm that worked on the McDonald's stuff? But she...
So many questions.
Yeah. But she had worked on the Madame Alexander McDonald's toys. And so she had this whole booth of Madame Alexander products.
So she had the 8-inch and she also had like boxes that showed all the McDonald's ones in a box, like together with a gallery box where you could see them when you close the box.
Which would not have been something you could actually purchase.
Right. Like with all the Disney ones, or all, what was the other one they had? They didn't have Oz.
No, they had like one with, I want to say it was like sports or something.
Yeah.
It could have just been like random characters.
Very interesting though, the kind of thing that you would have taken and said, okay, here's a doll, and then now I've got to make this miniature doll of the same thing, and I need to know what it looks like. So she sold both of them. So Miss Cupie got me over there, and this is an OEO guard. So I didn't know it was missing a shoe. So he's missing a shoe, but if I find some other shoes to fit, we'll find that. OEO. OEO. And it comes with the staff and everything. It's really cool. And these are ones that I don't have. I have some of the 8-inch ones. I have the main group, you know, Dorothy, Oz, you know, everybody, Tin Man group. But I don't have the extended in an 8-inch doll. So I thought this was really cute. And if you bought things, you got one, you could pick out one Happy Meal doll out of the bin. So I bought 3 things from her, and I got 3 Happy Meal ones, and the 3 I picked are actually ones that I don't have on my little shelf of Happy Meal Alexanders. So I thought that was really cool. I'm like, wait, I'm pretty sure I don't have that one. I'm pretty sure I have that one. So that was really cool. And the other ones I got the winged monkey. She actually likes it. She was playing with it. She thought it was fun. But this is really cool, and I'm so excited to put those together. And then another one, because of course Cupie likes me to spend what little money I have. This one goes with my Poppins collection. Jane and Michael and Mary Poppins. And we have the umbrella, and we have a hat, and the bag. So I'm so cool, the carpet bag. I'm so stoked about that.
And you don't really see that. You see like almost the same Madame Alexandra. It's kind of like we were saying. You always see like the nationality ones or like the countries. But you don't always see these. And my mom even tried to Google it, and like it was incredibly hard to find on the internet.
And the thing about when you looked it up, that is really cool. When you looked it up, the box, they were done differently in the box. They had Jane down here and Michael on top, and it was just Mary Poppins on this side. So either this is just a box they made from factory so that the designer could figure out what she wanted to do or something. But then I don't know of any little Happy Meal ones that were Mary Poppins.
Yeah.
So it was kind of weird. Either that or she was able to get free product because she was a designer. So I thought that was really cool.
Do you want to go again?
Sure. I'll go again. I showed the boy before. There's a Stoopsie.
Stoopsie.
She's so cute. I just love this. I haven't fixed her hair up or anything yet, so she's a little bit of a moppy mess. And I want to clean her outfit. I haven't cleaned anything yet. I'm going to do that later. But I was able to find from West Germany another Stoopsie. And I think they're so cute.
They are really fun.
So there was one there, and I took her home.
I
took her home. And then I found a Kitty Cruz doll, which is really pretty.
They were all super cute, but this one was a very cute
She has a pretty outfit on. I love her hair.
pretty face.
And this is all to my boo-hoo Marshall Fields from the days when they wouldn't let me use my credit card when I was young to get a doll. And they disapproved it because a doll cost too much money. So I thought she was cute. There was another set that's larger than her, and it was really cute, but the seller wanted to sell the boy and the girl together. So I only wanted the girl, but she wanted them both together. So maybe I'll see them at another show, and maybe I'll think about getting the boy. And the last one that I got, I might as well just show the last one because QP has one. I was told at the booth that this was an Ashton Drake, but it doesn't say Ashton Drake on it. It's a little reborn orangutan or monkey. I'm not quite sure which it is. Some say it's orangutan, some say it isn't. It's 2008, and it's Pookie Baby. Now, I know they were kit babies that were called Pookie Babies. It came with a little blanket and a little pair of pants too, but I want to clean that up. It takes a preemie size outfit, so I don't have a preemie size around, but I might get it a little outfit, and I thought it's so cute, and it's weighted, and I like the little reborns that are animals. They're so cute. And one of the reborn tables also had the, here, I always forget the name again. The
Avatar baby?
The Avatar baby, the blue baby. She had that on her table. It was a little bit pricey for me, but it is so cute. Absolutely adorable. I like the ones that are more like out of this world, like Cosmic Encounters or
Cosmic Nursery or something.
Cosmic Nursery, yeah. They show a lot of ones like fairies and little monsters and little dragons and all sorts of things and animals. So I like them more like this than the actual baby ones.
I agree.
But it's so cute. Ow. Isn't it cute? Is it cute?
It is so cute. So
See?
cute. I agree. I like the animals and like the, you know, otherworldly sort of creatures that people make.
And if you do it, I don't know how you measure it all the way to the feet or what, it's about 14 inches. And I tried to look up this name on there, and I really didn't. I found the kit. And I didn't find, I found one that was altogether like on eBay, but I couldn't find any more. So it's apparently not Ashton Drake. But I do remember Ashton Drake had some, I remember in the print ads, the one they had, they were all coming out with reborns and stuff, and I remember they had the little monkeys and stuff. Right. And we were like, oh, they're so cute.
A lot of what we got at the show when we Googled it, we didn't find things all that quickly. No. I feel like there was little information on all of it. Right.
So this one's cute. Get it a new diaper and get it a new little blanket. There we go. And then it's you.
So I only picked up one item at the show, and it was kind of just a combination of like spending more money on the one item than I usually would, and just them, like none of the vendors having what I wanted, because I went in hoping there might be like some really nice skippers, but like with different color hair tones and, you know, or some test market skippers or something like that. And I just didn't really see any. So I passed on a lot of those, but I did see something and I came home with it that actually it was previewed on Facebook, and I was like, oh, that's super cute. And then I went and did some research and I was like, oh, that's adorable. It's like 100% something I'd have in my collection.
It is cute.
So I went to the show kind of assuming it would already be bought or it would be like way out of my price range. And it wasn't. So I ended up doing a lap and it was still there. So I figured I didn't really see much that was like piquing my interest.
Well, and a lot of the Barbie stuff and Skipper stuff, we're going to wait for the convention and see if we see some good prices there.
Yeah, so, you know, I wasn't too terribly disappointed, but after doing a round and not seeing anything that I was like, oh, I need this, I was like, well, I'll just go back to the thing that, like, caught my eye 2 weeks before the show. And that was this. This is a 1937 Horseman composition doll. It's a doll, it's a Horseman What's It doll. And this one specifically is Naughty Sue. There are two of them. There's Naughty Sue and there's Naughty Roberta. But this one is Naughty Sue. They got permission from a newspaper called What's It newspaper that was for kids. It was handed out to kids in 1937.
And this was their character?
Had a huge readership, and then this was one of their characters.
Cute.
This and the other character that they made. So this doll was made in, you know, with permission, the likeness of something for this What's It.
Huh.
Or in, you know, I imagine that it's a character. If
Probably,
not,
it's
they made it
probably.
and then like it became a character.
Right, just like a newspaper character.
Yes.
Yeah.
So a great marketing idea for Horseman, because apparently, like, I was going through this Horseman book here, and they do a lot of, like, they would do a lot of the same baby doll, but they'd change the outfits. So they had a lot of, like, the same molds, but different outfits to go on those molds. And in 1937, this was one of the dolls where they made their own mold, and they kind of broke out of, like, the shell that they were in, right? They're like they broke out of the mold that they were traditionally using.
Yeah.
So this is a Naughty Sue, super cute. I just saw her face and was like, that's the cutest face.
And what is the difference in the Roberta one?
Roberta has buns on both sides of her face.
Okay.
So she looks like kind of this picture here.
Okay.
So she has like space buns, maybe, kind of.
And then the bottom one is another one
That is it's a later edition of the What's It series called Genie.
Oh.
And some had criers, some had, you know, different things. The interesting thing, though, is this book says that Naughty Sue had painted eyes. These are clearly not painted eyes. They're Betty by eyes. If you close them, they go back and it's painted peach tone. But in this book, they don't mention one with Betty by eyes.
Huh.
So, or whatever they're not called. And it's Betty by eyes. It's
Sleepy eyes.
Sleepy eyes.
Sleep eyes, yeah.
I'm used to My Little Pony's like terminology for it. But they're between 14 and 16 inches tall, and I want them both. So I'm on the lookout for Naughty Roberta.
And we've never seen these at a show before.
Never. Like, I've never heard of her until it was posted. And you never really see Horseman hard plastic. You never really see like R&B hard plastic or F&B hard plastic. It's like, or like even composition. You never see them at our shows.
Not in abundance.
So she's not like pristine, but she's not bad at all. She has some crazing on her legs. This is probably her original outfit.
It's kind of like a Shirley Temple outfit.
Same cut as what is shown in the books. When I Googled the girl, I found like 2 pictures of her. There was like no information. Her eyes have, you know, rusted. So I don't know, they were probably brown eyes. But this book doesn't even say they exist with this sort of eye. So they're probably brown, but it's interesting because you'd think it's a side glance, so it would be like flirty eyes and they move. But actually they're stationary flirty eyes. So when she goes to sleep, the eye will close, but it doesn't move side to side.
What does it say on the back? Oh, Naughty Sue.
Naughty Sue, and then it's his Horseman.
1937 Horseman.
And this, like I said, is comp. And then it's his painted hair.
It's cute.
And a top knot. And, you know, she has like a slight crack under her eye, and she lost some of her blush and some of her brows. I know, it's such a shame. But I just thought she was just so adorable, and you never see them, so I kind of thought if I passed her up, the chances of me finding one that I could afford, in a timely manner, like there would be no doll like this in my collection. No. It just wouldn't happen. There was one at Thoreau's that was like pristine. I think it sold for $600, something like that. And that one was like pristine. So I love her. I think she's adorable.
She is cute.
Yeah. So, and you know what? It's really interesting too. Like a doll from 1937 is nearly 100 years old. Like she's just under 100 years old. To be in this good shape is amazing.
Are her shoes the same in the catalog?
That's a good question. Let's
the socks might be. They look like the little Shirley Temple socks.
They were little, they could be. They look like white
little
socks that could have yellowed.
Oh, yeah.
They look like her socks for sure, and it looks like her shoes. Oh, and this is a very similar colored outfit to what's in the book.
Yeah.
So if you know anything more about this, let me know, because like I said, the book doesn't say my style exists, and the internet is not very helpful. So
it takes you into Worth Point, and if you don't have a Worth Point subscription, you don't get any information.
And I do think if I find someone who does really good customization jobs on composition, I'll probably get her sent in just to get a little blush and get her eyebrows done and get some of her hair kind of touched up. But, you know, even just without any touch-ups, she's adorable.
She is cute.
So that was all I bought, because like I said, she was a little more,
pricey.
You know, on the pricey end. Not crazy, though. Like, not what I expected. And then, yeah.
And a lot of bisque dolls were there, and which is usual. Usually one side is all bisque and the other side is everything else.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we had good weather today. Parking was a little hard, so hopefully they were able to get more people to come into the doll show. And ours only goes till like 3 o'clock.
I think something like that. Yeah, we're never there. No. We're never there by the end.
No, we do 2 runs and then we're done.
Yeah. But that was basically it for the Kane County Doll Show, April 2022. She was well behaved throughout the show. Not so much during this video. So I apologize if the sound of babies like making noise.
Grating on
into your ears.
Say bye-bye.
But we'll end it there. If you went to the show, let us know what you picked up, because it would be awesome to know. Do you have any closing remarks?
Nope, I don't have any. Do you have any closing remarks?
She says, I'm tired, I want a nap.
All right.
All right, well, we'll see you guys at the next doll show. And until then, we'll talk to you later. Bye. Bye.
Bye-bye.